masterclass, I decided to really focus on this for this masterclass, this manifesting magical money theme topic, because I have been doing energy readings, money energy readings, and soul business blueprint readings over the last month. And a common theme that has been coming up amongst entrepreneurs, so I mostly work with female entrepreneurs. I do work with some male entrepreneurs as well, but mostly female entrepreneurs. But the common theme that's been coming up has been this sort of heaviness around money and this pressure and stress around money, and really the desire to release that, but not really knowing how to shift through that. And so I want to talk about money as this fun energy that we get to play with and enjoy. And I know a lot of times in the everyday life of running our business, especially because we are spending our money on bills and different things that we need to help our business grow and to really succeed, products, services, different tools that we're using within our business, sometimes it can feel really, really heavy. Money can feel really, really heavy because it's going out, it's going out, it's going out. And maybe we're not receiving the way that we would like to. It's not kind of this even exchange. And so what tends to happen is we put this weight and this heaviness and this sort of, what is the best way? I wanted to say like this stress and pressure on the money itself, when in actuality, we need to really, in a sense, unplug that energy, that feeling, that emotion, belief to money and put it into the actual thing that's causing that. Because money itself is life of the party vibes. It's breathing life into everything that you're doing. Money is fun, it's playful, it's love, it's abundance. And so, all of these different things that we're attaching to money, really, we need to redirect it in order for us to feel really good about money and for money to want to work with us. And something that came through the other day that I want to actually create a couple reels about this as well, because I think it's really helpful for us to remember that a lot of times, we don't see money as our partner, as our friend. And when I think about money, I think about someone, I think about people in my life that have that unlimited energy, that they're just going, going, going. They show up, they have this charisma, they're ready to go, they're ready to have fun. And if you connect with this person, think of money as a person, one of your BFFs, one of your friends who's really just go with the flow, likes to have fun, and you come to go and hang out with them, and you're just really heavy and negative towards them. That person's not going to want to hang out with you, especially if it's constant. If you're constantly just heavy and complaining and just talking about how they're stressing you out and they're annoying and you don't feel good about your relationship, your connection with them, then that person is not going to want to hang out. And money is the same way. Money wants to hang out with you if you want to hang out with it. But you have to be enjoyable to spend time around with your money. And I know for a lot of us that seems a little kind of too out there, or it just seems like the normal, not the normal way of how we would talk about it. But I'm telling you that money has its own energy, and if you do not treat it well, and if you do not feel good about it, it's not gonna wanna hang out with you, just like in your everyday life with relationships, just like with your friends and family. If you're always complaining about a family member or a friend, then they're not gonna wanna hang out with you, and it's really the same thing. And I know a lot of us don't think that it's the same thing. We think that money is such this tangible, practical thing within our life because that's the way society has made it, especially because money pays for everything. It pays for our way of life. But I'm telling you, money wants to have fun. And another thing that came up too was, when you want to use money to have fun, think about how often you want to use money to have fun. When you think about using money for your daily life within your business, within, your bills and the things that you pay for every single month, does that feel fun and light to you? A lot of you are telling me no, that it doesn't. But when you take money and you want to go on vacation, or you want to go, on a shopping spree, or you want to go buy your favorite treat or something to that nature, to that effect, it feels really fun and free. but it only feels like that to most of us on these very specific occasions. And in order for you to attract more money into your business, especially, it needs to feel like that within your business as well. It needs to feel like that within your monthly expenses, within your business, and in your everyday life. And if it doesn't feel like that, that's why the money is not flowing in and out. That's why it's not coming back and forth. And so I just really want you to anchor that in. That's something that's been coming up over and over and over as I've been working with a lot of you, is that it only feels fun some of the times, but it needs to feel fun all the time. There needs to be this real beautiful exchange of love and abundance all the time. And I know that that seems like it can be kind of hard, especially when maybe your bank account is not exactly where you want it to be. But it's about shifting back to that place because, of course, things happen. Life can be up and down, business can be up and down. Sometimes we do have off days with money, that's okay, but it's about shifting back into feeling good about money, shifting back into being in love with money. And I know there's that whole saying, money is the root of all evil, but really it isn't. I always like to say money is the root of all love. We're the ones that are putting this heaviness and this connotation onto money. Money in and of itself is not, there's nothing bad about it. It's totally 100% neutral. And it's really about having fun and being just with pure joy, spending with joy, receiving with joy when it comes to money. I'm just going to take a little bit of water. I know I've been talking a little bit fast. I'm gonna just kind of calm it down a little bit, but I got really excited about that. And I just really wanted to get that out and share that with you. For those of you who are new to me, though, I just want to introduce myself quickly. My name is Nadia, and I am a financial quantum healer living on the beautiful island of Maui. I was able to manifest a beautiful life here with my husband. I have two beautiful daughters, living a really abundant life. I wrote my first book last year called But First Dream Bigger. It's in the New Thought Author category. It's really about personal and spiritual growth. And I am really here to help, especially female entrepreneurs, but just entrepreneurs in general, bring more abundance into their life. And a main way that I do this is through what's called the abundance archetypes. I created these through really this pattern that I started to see within numerology, but I even was able to grow it even further past that as I just started to notice these common themes as I worked with female entrepreneurs. So there are five main archetypes, and I really found that when you really strengthen your archetype and work with your archetype, it helps to bring more money, abundance, and wealth into your business with ease. And so, what I really want to dive into today, even further with you, is all about, in a sense, connecting back into breathing life into your money again. And even just getting back to time where have you even felt like money was ever light and fun and free? Because it really is about breathing life into it. It's really about life of the party vibes. Like that really is money. And I want to set a really beautiful money goal, a magical money goal with you today. I'm going to set one for myself. There's one that actually came through that I have a little story to share behind it. But I'd like to help you connect into a really fun money goal for you. Because again, something else that was coming through as I was doing these energy readings was a lot of you are putting the money goal really high up above you, and it's not even on the same path as you. I like to think of your money goal as something that you can really essentially walk towards. There's this long, beautiful bridge, the short, beautiful bridge from you to your money goal. And you can walk right up to it and work with it and bring it into your life. But a lot of you are putting your money goals on bridges that are up here somewhere that you can't even reach. You don't even know how to get there. And then that's why it just feels so hard and so heavy. It's almost like you're pushing a boulder up a hill. And a lot of what's happening in our collective narrative in society is that money is supposed to be hard. It is supposed to be challenging to bring into your business, but it's only challenging if you really truly believe that narrative. And so today I really want to help you, in a sense, unplug from that narrative, from these stories, these beliefs that a lot of times it's other people are telling you. They're not even your own beliefs, they're just things that other people are telling you. And plugging it back into money is easy, money is fun, money is flowy. And we can really connect into our beautiful, powerful ideas, create offers, services, and products within our business, and start to bring the money in a way that feels really good to us. Because kind of going back to the abundance archetypes, what I'm seeing is a lot of you, and let me know if this is you, if this resonates, you're trying to earn, attract, and receive money into your business in a way that's working against your archetype. I see this so often where there's this really clear, beautiful way for you to attract money with ease, but you're over here with this archetype that's not your main archetype, and you're trying to bring it in that way, and you're wondering, why is this so hard? And it's because you're working against your strengths. You're working with your challenge instead of your strength. And so when you understand your archetype, it really helps you to see within your business, within your money, why things haven't felt so flowy, because a lot of times we're working against our natural strengths. And it's so easy to do because with the online space, there is so much, uh, I don't want to use the term noise, but that really what it really is. There's a lot of noise. There's a lot of people telling you that their way is the best way. And really, the way that I teach my clients, it's your way is the best way. We just have to connect you back into that. Your internal guidance is the best way for you to create whatever it is that you feel called to create. And while there's so many beautiful tips and strategies out there that work, they only really work to your advantage, to your strengths, if it's working with your natural gifts and talents and strengths. And so if you've tried different strategies before to earn money in your business and it just maybe you saw a little bit of success, but it's not really taking off the way that you imagine, it's probably because you're working against your natural gifts, talents, and it's okay. It happens a lot. I see it all the time. And so let's go ahead and just set our money goal. I think that'd be really fun because I want to share a little bit of a story about the money goal that I'm setting today. And actually, before we get into that, let's do a little flowy meditation, a little flowy money meditation to really help set the tone. And then we'll set the goal. And maybe the goal will come in through this meditation. So there's this state that I love to get into before I teach, before I get on social media, a lot of times before I write my emails, and it's called the flow state. And it's really a channeling state. And I get into this state to really kind of anchor into, again, my internal guidance, my guidance to the divine, the real clear messages that are downloaded to me. I really feel more drawn to and open to in flow state, and it's keeping my energy really protected so that I'm not getting anything that's sort of distorting what I'm really called and really meant to share and teach with you. And so I want to share this flowy money meditation with you to really help you connect into your your real unique insights and internal guidance and your guidance to the divine as well, so that you can really start to hear the messages in a way that again speaks to you, and it's not all this noise out there that's making us feel like what we're meant to do is not right, the way that we're taking action is wrong, the way that we're saying it, the way that we're doing it. And again, it's not necessarily that any of these things are bad or wrong, it's just a lot of times I think unintentionally, I don't think the people that are teaching these strategies all the time are meaning for them to disconnect us from ourselves. But a lot of times, especially if you consider yourself a soulfulpreneur, a spiritual entrepreneur, you're someone who is highly intuitive, it can feel very much like it is just pulling you farther and farther away from your inner voice. And you really need to, if this is you, and you've been struggling within your business to bring in money and you have felt disconnected, you've tried all these strategies, you know you're a powerful money manifester and just a manifester in general, and but things are just kind of taking off, but not really like exploding and going to the place that you really dream them to go. It's probably because you're listening too much to the external. So let's get into a very comfortable position. I am sitting on the floor. I've been finding lately that a lot of my teachings I've been doing on the floor because it just makes me feel more grounded. And just get comfortable. You don't have to necessarily sit on the floor, but if you can sit on the floor right now, sit on the floor. If you're driving, Please don't do this right now. Come back to it later and listen to it. Just want to put that little disclaimer in there. Just gonna drink a little bit more water before we get started. Put your palms on your lap or on your knees facing up. Breathe in and out. Take deep breaths in from your stomach. Through your nose and out your mouth. And just release these stories around money. Release the stories around money that have not been serving you. And focus in on breathing life into the money that you do have right now to use on your business, to use in your life, to use for fun, and really focus in on the fact that money is flowing to you easily and effortlessly, that you're able to rewrite the stories that you've been told. You're able to enhance the stories that you know to be true about money that have been benefiting you so far. Let's hone in on those stories. Let's bring those stories back to life. Let's elevate them. And then let's rewrite those stories that are not serving us. And I want you to picture yourself in a really beautiful place, a place that you love to be, somewhere that just makes you super happy. And it doesn't have to be a realistic place, it can be a made up place, it can be somewhere in your imagination. And imagine that you're just having this beautiful, perfect, dreamy day. And all the money that you need to enjoy this beautiful day to the fullest is available to you. It's available to you in cash, it's in your wallet, it's in your purse, it's in your pockets, it's on your debit cards, your credit cards, you have checks. There's so many different unlimited ways for you to access all of this money that you have the ability to spend with ease, joy, and grace, however you choose. And just imagine yourself going through your day doing different things that require you to spend money. And imagine yourself buying, spending with ease, with joy, with the knowing, belief, and trust that this money is going to come back to you tenfold, that it's already coming back to you tenfold, that as you spend, however you're spending, cash, credit, writing a check, Venmo, that just came through. However you're spending this money, it's coming back to you through your business, through unexpected ways, through exchanges that you can't even imagine. It's just coming to you so easily, so quickly. And you're just spending with joy and you're having fun and you're spending money on things that you want for yourself, things you want to buy for others, things you want for your business, for your everyday life, and just for fun, just so you can have a really fun day and release any feelings of doubt, stress, heaviness around spending this money because it's fun and it wants to hang out with you and spend with you and have a fun day with you as much as you want to have a fun day with it. And as you go through your day feeling happy and joyful, really sink into the feeling of just peace and calm, that all your needs are met, all your desires are met. There's more coming in, more is coming in that's going out. And you can just relax in the feeling that you get to enjoy things no matter the price. It doesn't matter how much it is because you have the money to pay for it in however which way you feel called. And as you sort of round out your day and you go back to your happy place, the place where you started, or maybe you're going back to your house, to your bed to just rest and relax. Think about how the day was so just amazing and joyful, and it was a typical day for you. You can spend a day like this with money every single day. And as you breathe in, release anything that you might still be holding on to. Breathe in your relaxation, your joy around money, letting go of any last things that may not be serving you when it comes to money. And say thank you to money. Be grateful that money was there to hang out with you. Be grateful that you were able to spend with joy. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes, come back, kind of move your feet. My left foot's sleeping a little bit. I truly hope that you enjoyed that meditation. Flowy state with money. We got to get in the flowy money state. Come back to this. Do this daily if you can. I might maybe separate that out into its own little meditation so you can do it every single day because it's so powerful for us to connect with money in a joyful way. A lot of times we're not doing that. Let me know when's the last time you connected with money in a way that felt joyful and fun. A lot of times in our everyday life, we're not doing that. And I'm telling you, it's so, so powerful because money wants to have fun with you. So, with that being said, I want to get into the money goal. Let me know when you were in that meditation, you were spending with ease. Did any amount kind of come to you? I didn't really specifically, you know, talk about an amount or share a specific amount within there because I wanted it to be a little bit more open to spend the way that you wanted to spend. But when you think about a day like that, when you're just spending with ease and you have cash and you have your card and your debit card and your checks, what does that feel like to be able to spend money like that? How much money do you have to make that day possible for you? And really like breathe into that. What is that amount? What is it? How does it feel? What is that first couple numbers, that first number that pops into your mind? Write it down. I know I didn't say to have a journal. I have a journal right in front of me, but if you can write it down, and connect into it. And whenever that number is, how does it feel to you? Does it feel fun and exciting and joyful? How does it feel? And I really want you to really focus in on the fact that that amount is your amount of money to have fun with and to experience joy with right now. It's available to you right now. And I want you to really, instead of thinking of it as this number that you have to go and get and you have to figure out a way to bring it into your business, it's magical money. That's what this whole masterclass is about. It's magical money vibes. You have the amount right now. It's magic. You've just created it. And so release anything that's telling you right now that you have to go out and figure out how to make this money attractive and bring it into your life because the money is already yours. So hone into that, focus on that. And then within the next 24 hours, be open to the inspired ideas, the opportunities, the connections that are going to come your way to help bring this money to you. We don't we don't know how it's going to come to you. We just know that it is because you've already decided that it's yours. It's yours right now. And I know this can be the kind of the tricky part. It's like that bridging the gap from where you are to where you want to go. And that's why I said earlier, your money goal is on the same bridge as you. So you're here, your money goal could be right here, right in front of you. And I know I said long, short, but whatever that space is, it doesn't matter. You don't have to visualize it being super far, but imagine it on the same bridge as you. And we are going to run right up to that amount very quickly and easily through these inspired ideas, opportunities. Honestly, miracles can occur. Always be open to miracles. I always say, the aligned action to receive the amount that you want will always be action you can take. It's always available to you. But while you're taking the action, always be open to miracles. Be open to unexpected money all the time. You never know I can't tell you how many times I've had unexpected refunds or credits or people give me money or just so many different things. Unexpected clients come in, clients that I didn't even know were paying attention or following along want to work with me all of a sudden. So just you have to really open your whole energetic field up to it can come in so many different ways. But when especially get the inspired idea, and you might get it right now, write it down if any ideas are coming to you right now of actions you can take, especially if it has to do with products, services for your business, write them down right now. But the thing about it is when you get these inspired ideas, then it's time to move on them. And a lot of times we put things in the way. We say, well, I have this idea, but I have to do this, 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 and this in order to take action in the idea. And that's not true. You can take action in the idea right now. This masterclass was an idea that came to me very quickly. I put it up. I said, okay, I'm doing it. And now I'm recording the masterclass. Everything that I wanted to talk about for the masterclass, I have a little bit of notes here. It was all just downloaded to me, and now I'm sharing it with you. And so it can happen really, really quickly. It doesn't have to take a really long time. And I just want to share with you the money goal that I set. And it doesn't matter how different our goals are. This is just a really funny money goal that came in the other day that felt really fun and light. So, for those of you who know, I have two daughters. I think I mentioned that earlier, but I have two daughters, a 10-year-old and a 9-month old. She's actually almost 10 months old. And she's just been like the sweetest little baby. We just love her so much. We call her Lulu Love because she's just like a little love bug, super, super sweet. And I was actually thinking about this masterclass the other day, and an ad came up on Facebook to enter your baby into a baby contest for like the cutest baby of the year. And I immediately thought, oh, I'm going to enter in Lulu just for fun. It just kind of felt like a fun thing. And I know as parents, we all think our babies are really cute. And sometimes me and my husband kind of joke. We say, we know she's cute, but is she really as cute as we think she is? Because we just think she's adorable. But so many people tell us, and maybe you've seen her. I show her here and there on Instagram. I don't show her too much, but here show little glimpses of her. But we've just gotten so many people telling us how cute she is. So I instantly saw it and I thought, I'm going to enter in on this contest. So I entered her in on the contest, and the prize is $25,000. And I just thought, how fun would that be to just win this $25,000 from a contest for my little Lulu Love? And I immediately thought it'd be so cool to just put it away for her, invest it in something that I could give to her when she turned 18 or when she went off to college as like this fun thing that I just manifested. Or honestly, she kind of manifested it because she wins. She's the one that's winning. But it was just kind of like this fun thing. It felt really fun and light and just like endless possibilities of, oh, this would be so cool if she won. And it really really spoke to the whole concept of this masterclass, which is money gets to be fun, it gets to be light, it gets to be magical. Because the thing about it is, I don't even want to say it like this, but the thing about it is, regardless if we win or not, even though I feel really good about it and I feel really upbeat and happy, even if we don't win, it's like I'm not stressed out about it if we don't win. I feel really good about it. I feel really light about it, but it's like there's no kind of attachment either way. And I honestly know that even if for some reason we don't win the contest, the money can come in, the $25,000 can come in for my little Lulu Love in so many other ways as well. And that's exciting to me and really interesting, and who knows and what ifs and so many different things could happen. But in that particular instance, it just felt really magical because I was thinking about the master class. This contest popped up and I did it and it was just really fun. And it's so light. And so that's the feeling that a lot of us need to really shift back into when it comes to our everyday money goals. Because a lot of you, and it's okay if it's you because this has happened to me before, but it's like we set these money goals and then we put so much pressure. We want them to manifest right now. We wonder why they're not manifesting. And the reason why is because it's like we're like sucking the life out of it. It's breathe life into money, but we're like restricting and we're holding, there's like nowhere for it to come in because we're so like holding on to it so tightly and we just feel so intensely about it coming through that it's like, I don't know about that. Like, I'm gonna go over here and have fun because this seems a little like too serious, you know? And when it comes to kind of more the practical side of money with like financial planning and investing and getting a financial advisor and all of these things, and obviously I'm not a financial advisor. I'm very much talking about the energy and the feeling of money. But when it comes to that side of it, because that side I think feels a lot of there just feels like there's a lot of restriction and strategy, and a lot of us feel overwhelmed or we're not sure how to do it. There feels like there's a lot of risk. It feels heavy on that side. It's like we take that feeling of the practical way that we're feeling it into the energetic, and then it kind of like cancels each other out, which is why it's hard for it to flow in because it needs to feel like really good on both sides. The way that we're investing our money and the way that we are planning our money and anything that we're doing from the practical side of money, it needs to also feel good and fun and flowy the same way it does in the energetics. And if we can feel good on both the spiritual and the practical, the energetic and the practical, the more tangible side, then it's like it's almost like unstoppable what we can do with money and how we can attract it because we're I keep just saying it, but it's like we're breathing life into it. It's like you're allowing things to flow, you know? And a lot of times when you are trying to attract money in and it's not coming in, it's because there's so much restriction and it can't really be like that. And so I hope that this is helping you to really see in different areas within your life, your business, your work, where you are maybe holding on a little bit too tightly or you're feeling so heavy about it and then you're wondering why it's not coming in. It's time to be more joyful with money. And it's time to really focus in on allowing it to be fun again. It's almost like spending and I keep wanting to say, like, I'm not trying to teach you to be irresponsible with money, but I think even that word makes us feel heavy and bad about money. But I keep wanting to say it's almost like connecting into your inner child. Like, what is something fun that your inner child would buy with money? And it doesn't have to be like you go and spend an enormous amount of money, but even if there's something like small that you could spend with joy, just to like remind you of the feeling if you haven't spent with joy in a really long time, just to like get in the flow of buying something kind of fun and silly, and it doesn't have to be that much, but just to, like, remind you of the feeling, because that's the feeling that you have to be constantly shifting back into so that money can flow to you with ease. Because I'm telling you, if it's felt really heavy and just restrictive for a really long time, then it's because you've taken a lot of the joy out of it. And it's okay as adults, this happens. You know, we get really serious when it comes to money, but it can't be super serious and heavy all the time. It has to feel light and flowy. So, like I said, I hope that this masterclass has really helped you and given you some insights. And, you know, go back to the meditation to help you really connect into the vibe if that's something that you feel like can reconnect you into just feeling good about money because that was the whole intention of it. It's like the money, the flowy money vibe that so many of us are missing within our life, within our business. And then I'd love to hear what your money goal is because I want to be here to support you with bringing that money goal in. Like I said, it's about taking action on the inspired ideas that are going to come to you. A lot of times, I've talked about this before, but a lot of times what we do is we set the intention for the money goal that we want, and then it tries to come in all these different ways, and we block the receiving. And we really need to stop doing that, especially if you feel like you're more of a heart-centered entrepreneur. A lot of times we feel like we're giving and we're giving and we're giving, and then it's like this clear way for the money to come in, and we're like, "Oh, no, 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 I'm gonna try and figure it over here." But then the path is like, "No, but it's right here." And you're like, "No, no, 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 no. I'm gonna try and do it over here, this hard way to do it." And you don't necessarily I don't think a lot of you realize that it is the harder way, but it is. So be open to saying yes to things, especially in this next 24 hours. I'm gonna set the intention for the next 24 hours for these ideas to come in because things can happen really, really quickly. get into your journal, write out the number, write out your any kind of feelings you're having about the number, and really shift back in again to feeling joy about the number, feeling happy about it. And like I said, if you can go out and just buy a little something to really get into that feeling of joy with money, that's really going to help kind of anchor in this energy. And if you need further help with this, for those of you who especially have taken the Wealthy Workshop and you've really connected into your abundance archetype, if you haven't, I'll link that down below. But I think a lot of you have taken it, have gotten some really beautiful responses out of it. What I feel so called to do with a lot of you is to take that information once you've really anchored in what your abundance archetype is, take it and actually use it. Because I think a lot of you have connected into what it is and you're starting to kind of use it. But really, there's so many different ways for you to strengthen it, strengthen your main archetype, and then you can actually strengthen all five of the archetypes to really focus in on actually honing in to more of a superpower when it comes to money. Because when you can use all five of the archetypes and really see where your strengths and your challenges are, it's like you're unstoppable with manifesting money. And so I'd love to help you do that. I do have the Abundance Archetype Academy. It's opening up really, really soon. Early enrollment is starting pretty quickly. I'm going to have everything linked down below so you can go and check it out to learn more. As of right now, it's gonna be an 8-week program, but I definitely see myself expanding it out more, adding to it, growing it, and so I would love for you to be a part of it. It's really about shifting from where you are right now with money. If you're a excuse me, an entrepreneur, I'm just gonna drink a little bit more water. I've been kind of a little bit dry lately. If you're more of a spiritual entrepreneur, heart centered entrepreneur, and you've already started your business. This is for those of you who are already in your business. You've had some success. You know you're a powerful manifester, but things are just kind of coasting along, flowing in and flowing out. You've had some success. You've implemented some strategies, but things are just not taking off the way that you want to. I'm telling you, it's time to really focus in on what is your unique, powerful way to manifest money. And the abundance archetypes will give you a clear picture of what that is, and then you can take it and, like I said, strengthen all the archetypes and just be unstoppable. It really is a superpower within your business so that you can stop going from kind of coasting along to really amplifying what it is that you're doing, from being more of an unknown best kept secret entrepreneur to being more of a wealthy, just opportunities, abundance of opportunities attracting to you because you know your strengths and you're really connected in there. And so, like I said, if you're ready for that transformation, I would love to help you transform. We're going to be focusing in a lot with quantum healing, light language activation when it comes to your business and your money. We're going to be focusing really on it's really, the energy of money, really building on what I even talked about here today, but really aligning that more with your abundance archetype because it's really about energy healing at this point. I know a lot of you have worked on your money mindset for a really long time, and like I said, you've seen some success. You know that it's working, but it's like there's something that's in the way, and it's really the energetics. We got to start working on the energetics. And so I would love to work with you within the Abundance Archetype Academy. You will have lifetime access. Like I said, it's something I'm going to be building and growing. I feel so strongly about just growing it and adding to it as I co-create with those of you who join and as I really develop more insights and tools and resources to really help expand it. I definitely want to continue to add more meditations to it and different things of that nature. Journal prompts are going to be coming through and just so many different beautiful things, spiritual tools, personal growth tools, like I said, quantum healing that I've learned, and I'm really going to infuse that into this academy to help it grow. And so I'd love to have you be a part of it if you feel called, if this feels in alignment to you, if this masterclass was really helpful to you and you've had some shifts, definitely check out the Abundance Archetype Academy. Let me know any questions you have, anything specifically that's coming up for you. I'd love to answer. You can comment on this video or you can message me, connect with me on Instagram. I'll try and put my email down there as well if you'd like to send me an email. And yes, I truly, truly hope that this was helpful for you. And even if you decide not to move forward with the academy, I really hope that you are in a better place when it comes to your relationship and your connection to money because so many of us as heart-centered spiritual entrepreneurs, we we almost feel like money is sort of this thing over here that we'll connect into at some point. And we're going to keep offering our businesses and our services. And we're thinking about our business sometimes, oftentimes, as a small business or a startup. And that's okay in the beginning. That's okay to get started. But if you're like me, you have a message to share. And we live in a world where it requires money. And so instead of money being something over here, it's time to bring it next to you as your partner, as your friend, as your ally, as your resource to help you grow. But if you have all these things tied in with it that are not in alignment with your mission, then it's just going to be really challenging. And like I said, with the abundance archetypes, it's all about working with your strengths. We got to move through those challenges and focus on the strengths so that we can share our big calling and our message with the world. So I'd love to help you and support you in doing that. And with any way that I can, you can also just subscribe to my YouTube channel. I share messages here as well. Take the Wealthy Workshop either way if you haven't already. If you don't know your abundance archetype, it's available for you down below as well. And thank you so much for spending this time with me. This has felt like just such a beautiful just magical experience, which is the whole intention. And so I really enjoyed spending this time with you, and I hope that you enjoyed it as well. Definitely connect in with me and just keep working on your money. It's something that even though you did the masterclass today, it's something that you want to continue to work on every single day. It's a relationship that you're always going to be coming back to and working through. So don't feel like if some things shifted, but you're still working through other things, that's okay, that's normal, and that's part of the process. It's a journey that we're gonna keep going on with to connect into just growing our money, wealth, and abundance within our work. So thank you so much for connecting in, and I will see you hopefully in a new video soon.